Just last week, rock band Brand New, the emo group behind albums like The Devil and God Are Raging Inside Me and Deja Entendu from the early 2000s, announced their first tour since 2017, back when their frontman Jesse Lacey was accused of sexual misconduct. The reaction to Brand New's return has been mixed, to say the least, with many remaining critical of the band's decision to return to the public eye and begin touring again, given the circumstances and controversy surrounding frontman Jesse Lacey. Despite this, the band have already performed 3 shows back, in Dallas, Texas, Newport, Kentucky, and Nashville, Tennessee, each one to sold-out audiences, all at the end of March. But just days later, new allegations against Jesse Lacey have come to light. On Friday, February 4th, a woman named Ayana posted on the website Medium an article called "A Call for Accountability: Why Jesse Lacey and Brand New Should Not Be Touring Right Now." In the post, she reveals previously undisclosed allegations against Jesse Lacey, alleging grooming at the hands of the frontman of Brand New, that began back in 2005 when she was only 15 years old. Ayana says she met Jesse Lacey and the band's tour manager with her best friend, who was 16 at the time, after a show. Lacey, who would have been 27, allegedly asked for Ayana's contact info after receiving a handmade gift from her. From there, she said things escalated fairly quickly. She and her friend were given VIP access to Brand New shows, invited backstage and onto the tour bus, all coordinated through AOL Instant Messenger, better known as AIM. At a Kansas show, Ayana recalls Jesse Lacey acting playful and teasing her, reportedly saying something along the lines of, "If we're going to be friends, you're going to have to put up with a little teasing every now and then." Ayana said Lacey began messaging her regularly and often said things like he wished that she wasn't 15 years old. According to Ayana, Jesse Lacey would regularly dedicate songs to her and her friend at Brand New shows, notably the song Mashi Mashi. He also invited her and her friend to lake houses, even offering to buy them swimsuits, and once insisted on driving them back to their hotel by himself. One moment that stood out to me in this article that was incredibly jarring was when Ayana joked with Jesse, saying, "Why do you hate me so much?" And Lacey allegedly responded, "I don't hate you. The truth is, I'm in love with you, but you're just not old enough for me to marry yet." And it didn't stop there. Ayana said that when a friend of hers addressed conversations between her and Lacey to Lacey himself, he panicked. He allegedly called both Ayana and her mother, urging them to keep the relationship private, reportedly saying, "You've become a close friend. One of my best friends, actually. And although we understand our relationship, others may not," without more context. After this, she claims that Lacey became paranoid, warning others to not share things with her because she might put it on the internet. Some of these people, she confirmed in a forum post on the website chorus.fm, happened to be the band's then tour manager, Jamison Shea, and musicians Kevin Devine and Manchester Orchestra frontman Andy Hull, and many others present on the tour bus. She said she didn't include this in the Medium article because it would point the attention away from Lacey's wrongdoing. I cannot say that I blame her. In 2007, she says Lacey met her in New York while she was visiting her family. He even joined them for a dinner, gifted her a Polaroid camera, and put his arm around her as they walked through the city. In her Medium post, Ayana made it very clear she does not believe that Brand New should be touring right now. She says Jesse Lacey's 2017 apology failed to take true accountability. To my knowledge, he has yet to name specific behaviors that were problematic, like the grooming, manipulation, and coercion, and he never reached out to the victims to attempt any form of restitution. She's also noted that Brand New fans have been putting more focus on her mother's involvement in the situation, more so than her actual abuser. "He didn't just groom me, he groomed my entire environment. That included my mother, who was not immune to the charm and calculated trust building he had used on everyone around him." Blaming her is not only misogynistic and victim blaming, it's exactly the kind of distraction abusers count on. You are playing right into his hands. She's went as far as to say that she's heard from additional women that have had similar experiences with Jesse Lacey, saying the following: "I can only assure everyone that his actions extended into much, much worse territory than what has already been revealed." I'm going to be putting a link to Ayana's full Medium post in the description below, so make sure to read that. Ayana provided an update saying the following: "I spent a lot of time thinking about what accountability could look like, not just for Jesse, but for the people who protected him, dismissed me, and helped maintain the silence. What I want is not punishment for punishment's sake. I want restorative justice. I want truth-telling. I want repair. That means Jesse acknowledging what he did without minimizing or distorting it. It means his enablers reflecting on how they contributed to the harm, whether through disbelief, deflection, or complicity, and taking active steps to ensure they don't repeat it. Restorative justice means centering survivors. It means creating space for healing, honesty, and growth. It means recognizing that abuse thrives in silence and isolation, and that change only happens when we're willing to look at our roles even when it's uncomfortable. I'm not here to destroy anyone. I'm here because I believe people can change, but only if they're willing to do the hard work. Only if they truly see the harm that's been done. This isn't about canceling, it's about accountability, transparency, and transformation. At the time of publishing, Jesse Lacey and Brand New have not yet commented on the new allegations brought up against him. However, various venues on Brand New's upcoming tour have turned off the ability to comment on the event pages, likely due to the new allegations brought to light against Jesse Lacey. And at the very same time, there's a rumored documentary in the works, in addition to a new 15-song album from the band. Again, take this rumor with a grain of salt. And as always, stay tuned to Common Revolt for further updates as I will provide them when I have them. While this is a deeply disturbing and troubling story, I have to extend my deepest sympathies towards Ayanna and recognize the bravery that it took for her to share this story, one that she's harbored for as long as she has. This outlet, Common Revolt, is not a safe space for abusers. I want to make that very clear. This story is another painful reminder of power dynamics that occur in fandoms and in music, and how those fans can be exploited. More power to Ayanna for sharing her story. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time.